Not every day I get the chance to return back to the good old rumor mill. So make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more awesome content. You know, I love the rumor mill. I think the rumor mill is a very interesting place to be out here because Konami themselves are the ones that tell us a lot of the patterns and things that we're following out here. Now what you're seeing up here is Chinese Yu-Gi-Oh! From Billy. That is going, we're printing all of these Gladiator Beast cards. All of them. You know, Heraclinos, Gary, the bad ones, and then, yeah, the little tiger guy. We're getting prints of these for the Chinese version of the game. Now, once again, I mean, that doesn't mean anything to any of you, right? Well, the speculation to this is, why are you just suddenly pulling Gladiator Beast cards out of nowhere out here? You know, what's going on? There is talk right now that because this is what's happening, that you're about to see Gladiator Beast support in Supreme Darkness. Yeah, welcome to the rumor mill, everybody. Don't you love it? Aren't you extremely happy to be here? Now, the problem with on the TCG side of this is, oh boy, you know, new Glad support. Okay, like, sure. And then you go look at the price of Test Tigers, Bestiary, and then you're like, oh man, there are all these old format implications dragging these card prices up through the craziest ringers out here. Yes, I know. I'm aware that these cards are near unobtainable levels for the average person for some of these rarities. So, with that being said, I would not be surprised to see the TCG, if we are getting Gladiator Beast support, if that's what this is lining up with out here, and the voices that I've been hearing going, this right here, Konami's telling us they're printing Glad support, that, yeah, we'll wait and see, alright? If you're a Gladiator Beast main, though, I'm very curious to know what they can still give to the deck. You know what I mean? I wanna see what we can possibly chalk up out here and toss to this. Now, Chaos Dragons. Hi guys. Hi. You know, we got an awful large amount of support dedicated to what appeared to be an Atlantean structure deck quite some time ago. You guys remember when, you know, we got the Fire King structure deck? We're all going, la-di-da-di-da, this is fine, and then boom, the Atlantean structure deck should have been the next printed one, but instead, Konami printed Blue Eyes, and then what we assume took all of that support that would have been the water deck and dropped it into Rage of the Abyss. So, where does that leave us going forward? Well, that leaves Heroes, and that leaves the ever so lovely Chaos Dragons out here. Now, I am still on the record from a year ago, I know, right? It's crazy, going, hey, you know, Chaos Dragons should be the next deck up, and then they went the whole route of Year of the Fire. I wholeheartedly believe that we are back on track to be seeing the Chaos Dragon stuff, but our opposite here is we're celebrating a large amount of time with GX right now as well. We just had, you know, Supreme Darkness is celebrating a good chunk of Jaden's past out here. So I would not be surprised to quite possibly see them possibly adjust and do something hero related in the next 6 months. I'm still sticking to the fact that I think Chaos Dragons are going to be the next thing out here because it makes sense kind of following through with the overall pattern of things. But I think the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure deck is going to be just that. You've also got the talk of Dark Magician getting a structure deck. I mean, to be fair, we did get Blue Eyes, so technically Dark Magician is the next piece up on that structure deck. But it depends. Are you going to go Blue Eyes to Dark Magician and then to the Chaos Dragon stuff? By the end of this, that is your next big question that you've got to be asking yourself here. So, the structure deck pool of things is very, very interesting, just to be seeing what they can mess around with out here in the pool of things. So, what else are we expecting? So all of this is all typically followed by patterns. Everything is always pattern oriented, and that takes us to the Necros trap card situation. So, we are sitting here. We do know that Terminal World has 2 more themes that have not been expanded upon. One of those being, well, 2 of those being the Dirac and Fabled. We're done with those. All right, we've washed our hands with that. A lot of spotlight right now and a lot of speculation is coming down to it's going to be Necros. And to be fair, it would be really cool because we never had the Necros of Valkyrius or anything of the Fabled lore. So the fact that you just gave us a new Fabled monster out here in the form of a new Synchro, it would be the coolest thing in the world if we get that sudden tie-in of lore out here with the new Fabled stuff so that we can kind of bring in the storyline here and see what we can do. So that means, oh boy, if this, so the reason why I bring this up, that Necros has a tie into this, is because the last time that we got that new Dragoonity card, you know, we got the whole, like the Dragoonity power-ups and everything, it was also very strange because Necros also got support right off of the back with that. You guys remember that? Suddenly, you know, we got this new awesome Dragoonity card, and suddenly, we got a new Necros armor to straight go with it. So I personally think that not only are we going to get the fabled Necros trap card, looking at this, I think that whatever power-up we're going to get in the set is probably going to be dedicated to the Fabled monster, because we are missing the Fabled armor. We don't have that. And the fact that, you know, we suddenly are opening up the Hidden Realm here, and you're seeing all of this power and tie-in with this, well, that's suddenly very interesting. All right. Necros typically is, at least in more modern era times, when they print the support, it's following up off of something happening in the dual terminal story, foreshadowing, you know, something else. So, not only is that, this is a warning to get your Necros stuff, and overall keep an eye on that. There is so much out here. The last thing is, you know, what are we expecting for, you know, like the Orcust side of the equation out here? You know, we got the Orcust, we got the Dragon Maid, and we got these power-ups. You know, what are we expecting these particular cards to do? Well, the only real thing that I really am expecting is, my fingers are crossed for Orcust to get a Link 1. Orcust was so focused on the idea of needing Mermaid to do the combo that after all of this time, the deck in its identity, it was still, you need a retrain power up to allow Mermaid to, or give the deck a Link 1 to function on the idea of, hey, I can use an Orcust monster, put it in the graveyard, I now have this extra monster on the field, so now I can go ahead, I can banish this Orcust card, and I can start Orcust combo. Only problem here is, you know, how dangerous does it become to design a Link 1 for this space, or that? I don't know. I think that what I'm hearing from a lot of people is they want to see a Link 1. And this isn't so much the rumor mill as what the deck actually effectively feels like it needs, but designing a generic Link 1 would allow the extra deck options to turn back on, and would allow the deck to basically be designed within its space, and we could actually see it function out here. But all things being said and done, I'm excited, to say the least, that we are getting power-ups out here for these sorts of cards. I'm excited to see where things are going to go. I'm excited for all this, actually. I hope that everything that I've said here lines up with the patterns that we are following. I hope that we do get the chance to see something crazy with the Orca stuff, but patterns are always going to be the thing that drives this game 150%. Whether or not you choose to believe that, well, follow them yourselves. You guys have a good rest of your day. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.